You can't make this shit up. I just want you guys to know every single thing that Donald Trump said, he was 1000% correct. Did you guys see Liz Smith on CNN the other day and what she admitted? I want you guys to watch this clip and tell me that liberals are not all going to be out there protesting to cancel CNN, because this shit is so funny. Take a watch with me, because you guys know I only bring you things that I have proof on. Check this out.
Only be the party of resistance. We cannot, we resisted so hard between 2017 and 2024. We impeached the guy, we prosecuted him, convicted him of 34 felony counts, and guess what? He still got elected. So I don't know how much harder we can resist now.
Are you admitting that, that the case against Trump in New York was part of the organized Democratic Party resistance?
It was a Democratic prosecutor, and at the time, I said I thought it was unwise. I went on Fox News and said
there were Democrats who said this at the time.
There were a lot.
Just to be clear, everybody who now touts the 34 felonies, take it from Liz. This was not a real case. This was a plot to upend the...
Yes, I believe you've seen these. Democrats saying this, they are crying everywhere on social media. Just a day after a leaked video came out about Joe, I don't know why all these informations are coming out now at this time. I watched CNN just a few hours ago. What I saw, they are crying like what Biden did to the Democrat Party, they can't even recover. I don't know if I should call this a fight or what. Break out on The View. I've not seen this before. They struggled in the past to cover this. Every single day, saying some good things about Biden. He's healthy, he's strong, he's this, he's that. Now this bombshell information coming from Jack Tapper on CNN. These people still here, they can't take it. They are still struggling to cover this up. It is important. I show you a series of videos. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. It will do you no harm. If you share the video.
No. I think that I want to move on from why the Democratic Party lost, and I want to hear from the Democratic Party about how we are going to take our country back and how what they are going to do to combat fascism and what they're going to do to stop the Medicaid cuts that are going on, to stop giving tax cuts to billionaires, to stop taking federal workers' pensions away, to stop taking federal jobs away, to stop taking education away, to stop attacking our institutions, to stopping, why is this Trump administration stopping medical research, cancer? I want to talk about why this administration is giving refugee status to South African white Afrikaners as opposed to Afghans and Ukrainians and people of color.
When I watch these people, sometimes I really wonder, look at what she's saying. She has suddenly forgotten that these people don't have the House. In fact, Republicans have everything. They have the presidency. So how can they use to fight this? I don't get it. The real issues are there. They can't face it. Like what recently happened, the threat this guy put out about Trump. The other day, you will not see these people cover that topic. They will not say a word. Look at what she's saying. Sonai Austin to me has always been that kind of, I watch her in a distance. If something like this don't happen, you will not see me even reacting to videos coming from The View. On another clip,
2023 said Joe Biden was too old to run again. And they were told, sit down, shut up, he is the nominee. And then when it became untenable and he stepped aside, they anointed Kamala Harris. There was not a primary, there was not a democratic process. And then when she lost, they said, don't look backward, we're moving forward, we're not even going to talk about why we didn't listen to you. We had Joe Biden here last week. It was an honor to have him. I think he is a good man. I do not think he could have been president for 4 more years. The hardest job on the planet.
Can this guy be president?
He was elected. I didn't vote for it.
Real quickly, but he also, President Biden took responsibility at this table, which is something that I'm frustrated with the Democrats. He said,
he did take
this falls on me. And I said that was the clearest answer of what people needed to hear.
People are quoted in this book of saying they would be boxed out of meetings if they raise concerns. And there's very specific examples. George Clooney goes on the record to Jake Tapper and says he moved mountains. He flew in from Italy to do this record fundraiser for Joe Biden. Joe Biden didn't recognize George Clooney. One of the most recognizable, men on the planet. And now that's not a presidential duty. It's not the job. You don't have to recognize George Clooney. But does that give you confidence that in the middle of the night, if China's about to attack us, there's a war breaking out in Iran, that he is the sharpest person to be able to handle that?
Which administration texted war plans to their brother?
The Trump. But it's just like
Joe Biden.
No, but do we just keep lowering the bar because Trump is bad? Nothing else is bad because Trump is bad?
But that can also be true.
Yeah, but the ship has sailed. It's out in the ocean somewhere with Biden.
We have Trump
it's over. Get over it.
No, we have Trump because you guys screwed this up. With all due respect.
All right, but
I actually think we have Trump because Trump lied to people. I think that's why we have.
Well, he won more votes. That is a fact.
I think he lied to his base. I think he told his base that they were going to their overtime would not be taxed. That was a lie.
Actually, that's in the new tax bill. It's literally in the tax bill in Congress.
They had to fight to put that in. They had to fight to put that back in. He had every intention of taking away that.
That's not true. He ran on no tax on tips, and it's in the tax bill.
Yeah, but it wasn't in it originally. I also think
being
that a lot of
now.
people are, and Swazi pointed it out that it wasn't in there. I think the other thing that people need to realize is that they were lied to. Federal workers that voted for him, farmers that voted for him, immigrants that voted for him, they were lied to. That is why we have Trump, not because of any other drama.
Sonny Austin is stupid. Yes. I do videos every single day. Everything Trump said, he is doing exactly that. No change. When I go everywhere, this is what I voted for. This is what I voted for. This is what I voted for. Majority of the things he said, that is how people are responding to these. She's sitting here, he lied to the people, reason they voted for him. He said he will close the border. He did that. He said he will do this. He has done that. So I want to see the lies. Just accept that your base is falling apart. Simple as that. Not struggling to bring in this issue of lies. What lies? We are seeing the work the man is doing. Then what exactly are you even talking about? Just shut up. Accept that Democrats look at the polls, Trump president polls, even CNN could accept it the other day compared to the Democrat Party.
Ask one quick question, Melissa, about that interview. I mean, what did you make of the fact that Jill Biden was there with him?
I thought it was very unhelpful. I asked the specific question about allegations of his cognitive decline, and he began to answer it, and then she jumped in for him. And I get it. As a spouse, you want to help your partner, but that was his moment to knock out of the park any fear that he has cognitive decline, and it played into basically the worst assumptions, that he can't finish sentences, and she had to help him out.
Van, I remember how emotional you were in the immediate moments after the June 27th, 2024 debate because of what you saw on the stage, and with all this new reporting coming out, and I should disclose that I gave both of you copies of the book so you would have a little bit more information. Do you feel like you were duped, Van? How do you feel?
First, this book is extraordinary. I don't care who you are, left, right, or otherwise. Anybody who cares about this country and about just the dynamics of power, this is the emperor's new clothes playing itself out in real time. Everybody knew, but everyone was afraid to say, except for David Axelrod for 2 years, that something was wrong here. And so, I was shocked. I love Joe Biden. I don't like him. I love him. I got a chance to work with him when I was a part of the Obama administration and loved him more every day. I was shocked to see his condition when he came out, and so was the world. And that wasn't the first time he was in that condition. The book makes it very, very clear. There are people who knew and said nothing. And that is a crime against this republic. And I think the Democrats are going to pay for a long time for being a part of what is now being revealed to be a massive cover-up.
I believe you've seen Sonny Austin's reactions when Alisa said they anointed Kamala Harris without following the due process. She was not happy when she said that. That is just to tell you their mindset. This is the truth. And whatever thing Alisa said here, to me, it just cement everything. These people will not accept. Coming to tell me, oh, this Trump cannot be president for 4 years, it is ridiculous. The man is active, he is doing his work, not using auto pen. These are things we saw. But the view still struggling to defend it, to me, I don't understand how these people even feel when they do this every single time. It's embarrassing. This is time they could have accepted that that's the issue. How can we move forward? Thank you guys who has been there sharing all my videos. God bless you abundantly. And don't stop to support me.
I'm horrified. And we're back to our daily segment.
If you're having some issues in your marriage,
And actually found a way to bitch and moan about how hard it is to live in the White House.
When you walk through a storm, keep your head held high. Show.
Big debate going on in of Donald Trump's post this morning alleging that since I said I hate Taylor Swift, will prevail.
It also shouldn't be racial.
Require Carmelo to run. He had
100.
Has been overwhelming. The lies in their amplification.
This is not going to end. Right is right and wrong is wrong. All good.
If you see any clips after this, that is just for the YouTube algorithm.
What if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense because kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution.
Again, the evidence is still coming in.
This is definitely a self-defense case because it always is one until you look at the facts of the case and compare the two. You have to compare who was the initial aggressor.
Bedroom, because she's fearful of what might happen to her.
followers for anything, and then
Registration Act is
talking about this man, Kilmer.
My summary of the first 100 days is that
if film and TV productions continue to
first term, and you will be very.
Once again, the field was littered with Wintour does every year. This Carmelo Anthony case.
Live in the White House. Many people
like a little unhinged drunk.
And black people don't want to live around ratchet black.
The people who cover the entertainment